4 on the clock. Pecan, 2 seconds. Pecan for the lead. Got it! He got the record at the buzzer! The break for 3. Buried! Gallagher pulls up. Gallagher rims it out the field. Slams it down. Cooley up ahead. Dombrowski, the freshman, off the window and 1. Let's go back to Evans, corner 3, got it! There's Rowe with the exclamation point as Dunny slams it down. Far side, Dawson unloads, knocks it home. Jenna Dawson by Teslavich, Evans puts it on the floor. Rice looks to drive in, Evans floats it up, got it! He got it! There's 1,000 for Bryce Epps. From South Allegheny High School, it's the championship game of the Holiday Hoops Tournament. From South Allegheny High School, the host Gladiators will take on the Elizabeth Forward Warriors, or at least what's here of the Elizabeth Forward Warriors, still not at their full repertoire of players. We know how important getting players can be. We saw what Bell Vernon did once they got their starters back in the lineup. Well, it's been a struggle for Elizabeth Ford to stay healthy, injury riddled. You have the season, you start without Charlie Mealive. He's out on the floor now, but he's in a hoodie and sweatpants still. As a misdiagnosis on his injury. Kind of kept him out longer than expected, as he is still here, still supporting his teammates, and got to talk to Charlie earlier today, and I know if it was up to him, he'd be out there playing right now. That's what he wants to do, as he's still down. Isaiah Turner's now out, Makai Daniels not going. You also lose the likes of still no Zach Boyd, who's probably not going to play this season. No Charlie Niggett tonight, who's been a starter. So, coming into the year, your expected stars really, Niggett, Daniels, Turner, Boyd, and Charlie Mealive. Well, tonight you have none of them. And, you're going to turn a lot of attention and a lot of pressure is going to be put on the freshman Drew Cook. Drew Cook, a standout three-point shooter for the Elizabeth Forward Warriors. He will have a tall task ahead of him trying to maintain pace with Bryce and Cam Epps, along with Michael Mahalski and Justin Beatty. We know how lethal that group can absolutely be. 21 points yesterday for Bryce Epps. Bryce Epps surpassing the 1,500 career point mark yesterday, and now Bryce just sits 120 points away. That's right, just 120 away from the all-time scoring record at South Allegheny. That should be happening in the near future, and hopefully, if I assumed correctly, after tonight, then you have Avonworth, Montour for a couple of games with the South Allegheny Gladiators. That I'm thinking the Quaker Valley game, a big possibility on the 13th, and that's a game we plan on being at. So we're hoping that that is a good possibility that he will break the record at that game and move on into the all-time leading scorer in South Allegheny history, as that should be fun to watch. We saw him hit 1,000 points here last year versus Shady Side Academy. Now one more big milestone personally for Bryce to get out of the way early this season before going for that section championship, the WPI championship, and a state championship, all on the eyes of Bryce Epps, who has his team 7-0 to start the season. But when you have Bell Vernon, LH in your classification, along with Uniontown, Andy F., who's in that same section, and then Montour, Quaker Valley, and company, as we'll keep it here for the singing of the national anthem, and then we'll come back, starting lineup some more right here on MVI Live.
South Allegheny's favorite son, Scott Wojciechowski.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Anthem sung, lineups in basketball on deck. It's the championship of the South Allegheny Holiday Tournament last year. These two teams met in the Holiday Tournament, and it was a 56-35 win for SA. They beat EF 53-29 in the MVI Shootout Classic. As we'll take a look at the starting lineups for first-year head coach Nolan Larry, as they will be the freshman guard Drew Cook, along with the senior guard Zach Jones, sophomore guard Cy Herschel-Roth, along with the sophomore forward Hunter Fulmer, and the junior forward in Christian Kennedy. That's Cook, Jones, Herschel-Roth, Fulmer, and Kennedy for first-year head coach Nolan Larry. As again, no Niggett, no Daniels, no Turner, and no Charlie Mealy. Nolan Larry in his first year, replacing Matt Loftus. As for the host Gladiators under Coach DiCenzo, they will put out a lineup that looks like this. It's the 6'3" junior forward Michael Mahalski, along with the 6-foot junior guard Justin Beatty, 6-foot senior guard Bryce Epps, the 5'7" sophomore guard Cam Epps, and the 6'3" senior forward Deshaun Carter. That's again Mahalski, Beatty, Epps, and Carter. For Coach DiCenzo in South Allegheny, a lethal lineup, of course, led by Bryce Epps. Michael Mahalski was not a piece of this team to start the first few games of the year due to some disciplinary actions inside the locker room for South Allegheny, but he's been back, and he's been back in a big way. He was a pivotal part of this SA team a season ago in their run to the semifinals, in a big run in both the district and the state playoffs, as last year they fell to Avonworth at the UPMC Event Center at RMU. They will play Avonworth on Monday in a rematch of that semifinal from last year. And it's Fulmer, Jones, along with Kennedy, Drew Cook, and Cy Herschel-Roth, Carter, Beatty, Mahalski, Cam, and Bryce Epps. 8 on the clock as we are underway for the championship game of the South Allegheny Holiday Hoops Tournament. Carter and Zach Jones, a pair of seniors, as Billy Constantine fires it up, and we are underway. As into the front court comes Justin Beatty. Beatty, top of the key. Justin directing traffic, right wing. Beatty, top of the key, kick out, taken away. That's the freshman Cook off his hands and out of bounds. Possession stays with South Allegheny as Drew Cook, the freshman, looking to make an early impact. Justin Beatty into Bryce Epps, 21-point performance last evening for Bryce. There's Beatty, left wing. Justin Beatty rolling, top of the key. Cam got his man in the air. Back up top, Beatty driving. Justin stops up, turnover. It's Jones the steal. Zach Jones in transition, and EF strikes first. It's the senior Jones. 7:25 remaining in quarter number one. 2-0 EF leads, and that will change. It's Bryce Epps from outside. First bucket of the game for Epps. 3-2 SA lead. 7:14 remaining opening quarter. There's the freshman Cook. Now it's Kennedy. Christian Kennedy, top of the key, swings it off to Fulmer. Fulmer guarded by Carter. Now Cy Herschelroth. Herschelroth, hand off Cook, guarded by Epps. They were summer league teammates as Cook back ironing out. Rebound to Sean Carter, off to Cam Epps. 3-2 lead here for Elizabeth forward. Or make that SA as there's Bryce. Bryce back up top to Justin Beatty. Justin Beatty directing traffic. Beatty off to Cam. Cam to Mahalski. Back to Cameron. Cameron Epps for three. Off the mark. Rebound by Kennedy. That's Christian Kennedy who gets it off to Drew Cook. Again, depleted lineup. No Niggett, no Daniels, no Turner, no Charlie Milib. Drew Cook stops up on a dime, guarded by Bryce Epps. Now swings it to Herschelroth. 6:18 remaining here in the championship game of quarter number one, as that one's knocked away off of Justin Beatty and out. Warrior basketball, 6:12 remaining in the first. 3-2 lead here for South Allegheny thanks to the triple by Bryce Epps. Bryce Epps just now 117 away from that all-time scoring record mark at SA. As there's Herschelroth going to work inside to Fulmer. Pocket picked, it's Bryce in transition. Epps knocked down almost as Cook gets to the floor and gets the foul. 4-5 on the campaign is Elizabeth forward. They started the season on a 4-game losing streak, have won 4 of their last 5. Their lone loss was 63-56 to Bethel Park, coming off a thrilling 4-point win over the Clairton Bears. As in the corner, there's Beatty off the mark. Rebound grab down, that was Kennedy, off to Drew Cook, the freshman. Cook into the front court. Cook directing traffic, running the offense. The freshman Cook off to Fulmer. Fulmer, now it's Kennedy. Christian Kennedy, multi-sport athlete for the Warriors. Back up top to Herschelroth. Low-scoring affair to start. Cy Herschelroth, left wing. Herschelroth off to the senior Zach Jones. Jones trying to penetrate. Cam Epps knocks it free, but right to Fulmer. Floated out to Herschelroth. Herschelroth skips across. There's Kennedy for three. Back ironing out. Rebound grab down, that's by Justin Beatty, and Beatty fouled in transition by Zach Jones. Jones is first, that's the Warriors' second foul of the quarter. 3-2 lead for the Gladiators. Bryce Epps, the lone bucket as Justin Beatty controls the offense. Beatty into the front court, bounce off there, that's to Cam Epps. Cameron Epps. Now it's Beatty, top of the key. Justin to Bryce for three again. Yes, sir. Bryce Epps, give him 3 more. As Epps up to 6 to start. 6-2 lead for SA. Bryce Epps leading the way once again. As Cam pressuring Cook, almost took it away. 2 very similar style players in Cameron Epps and Drew Cook. Jones pulls up mid-range, fouled by Justin Beatty. Coach DiCenzo not very happy about that one on Justin Beatty. Not about the call, about what Beatty did, and that will send Zach Jones to the charity stripe. 2 points thus far for the senior Zach Jones. First shot up, Jones back ironing out, stays 6-2 lead here for SA. 4:31 remaining in the opening quarter. Zach Jones trying to cut this down to a 1-possession game. Right hand up, rim in and out, rebound. Fulmer up, no good. And Deshaun Carter, the Youngstown State commit for football, reels it in. Epps into the front court, recently picked up an offer from LaRoche to play at the next level. No matter where Bryce ends, you know he's going to make an impact at the next level with that shooting ability we've seen from Bryce Epps already put on display here as Justin Beatty rims out, elevating to reel it in. That's Drew Cook, the freshman Cook. He is going to be a lethal part of this team for years to come. As Cy Herschelroth rolling up top. Herschelroth, left elbow, Herschelroth, right block, and he's fouled. And Cy Herschelroth will head to the charity stripe. That goes against Michael Mahalski. 2 shots now for Cy Herschelroth. The 6-foot sophomore. 6'2", 350 remaining. South Allegheny on top of Elizabeth forward as Herschelroth, the lefty. Puts it up and puts it in. Cy Herschelroth's first point of the game. As Rudberg replaces Michael Mahalski. Mahalski coming off a big performance yesterday in the big win versus the Sarah Catholic Eagles, who won the 3rd place game today. 2 for 2 for Cy Herschelroth. Up to 2 points for him. 2-point SA lead, all scoring by Bryce Epps for the Gladiators. Cam, there's Rudberg, fresh onto the floor, out to Cameron Epps. Cam back to Bryce. Bryce for 3 more. As that one rims in and out. Drew Cook, there's Kennedy. Kennedy up top, Kennedy to Cook. Drew Cook, right wing, trying to work on Cameron Epps. Cook spinning away. Cook flips it to Herschelroth. 3:20 remaining in the first. Low scoring affair thus far. Cy Herschelroth to Drew Cook. Cook left wing, there's Cook, and an offensive foul, an illegal screen on the Warriors. And the guilty party is the 6'3" sophomore Hunter Fulmer. Deshaun Carter will check out. Camden Lewis, the 6'3" sophomore, will enter. And depleted roster, even if you got one of the 3, if not, let alone one of the 4 missing. As there's Cam Epps, right wing, got it! Cameron Epps joins brother Bryce on the board. 3 points for Cam, 9 for South Allegheny. 2:50 remaining. There's Drew Cook working on Cameron Epps. Tries to work around. Drew Cook up top. That's to Fulmer. Hunter Fulmer. Fulmer back up top. Now it's taken by Christian Kennedy. Left side Jones. Jones driving, spinning. Jones falling down. Puts it in. Zach Jones gets it to fall. First bucket, or second bucket of the game for Zach Jones. 9-6 lead for SA. There's Rudberg from the corner. In and out. Iron unkind as Epps looks to pickpocket Drew Cook. Drew Cook working in. Drew stops up. Cook knocked off and he's fouled. As Craig Spizak comes in to make the call on Cameron Epps. That's Cam's first, team's third. Drew Cook the trigger. 9-6 lead for SA. Zach Jones has 4 of them. Zach Jones up top, bounce pass to Drew Cook. Drew Cook trying to work in, and Drew Cook knocked down as it looks like Camden Lewis might be the guilty party. It will indeed be the 6'3" sophomore Camden Lewis. His first, that's the Gladiators' 4th thus far of the quarter. 9-6, 2:04 remaining. Cy Herschelroth puts it on the floor, drives, kicks down low. Fulmer going up, off the iron, no good. Rebound ripped away, that's by Epps into the front court. Bryce Epps driving down the lane. Bryce, he's fouled. As Christian Kennedy came down on the hand of Bryce Epps. And that will send Bryce to the charity stripe. 6 points already for the 6-foot senior guard, Bryce Epps. Bryce Epps again on the verge, making history. Every point puts him one step closer to the all-time scoring record. He's not looking just to break it, but he's looking to obliterate it this season. Bryce Epps over 1,500 career points after last night. He has 8 tonight. 29 points for Bryce Epps here in the holiday tournament. As there's Cy Herschelroth, 11-6 lead for the Gladiators. Drew Cook looking to get it going, stops up, needs help. It's Herschelroth up top. Now he goes to Zach Jones. Zach Jones back to Drew Cook, guarded by Cameron Epps. As there's Cook working in. Cy Herschelroth wants the screen, doesn't use it now, spins, left elbow, left-handed shot for Cy Herschelroth. 2 big points there for Herschelroth and the Warriors. 4 now for Cy. First bucket from the floor. There's Justin Beatty out to Cam, to brother Bryce. Bryce into the triple, iron and out. And a foul over the back went Camden Lewis. That's his second, team 5th. 2 fouls away, and SA will be allowing the Warriors to shoot for the duration of the half. As Justin Flournoy enters the contest, he will replace Hunter Fulmer, the 6'3 sophomore, replaced by the 5'11 sophomore guard. Justin Flournoy, of course, part of the MVI SBL as well, was teammates with Owen Dombrowski. We saw put on a big performance as backcourt violation on the Warriors. That was in the consolation game. Dombrowski went for 20 as they were both again part of Coach Matt Rowland's Howard Hanna squad this summer. Justin Beatty, Cameron Epps, Michael Mahalski, and Bryce Epps all part of the MVI SBL as well. Well represented here as Mahalski can't corral that. Here comes Drew Cook. Cook driving, left block, puts it up, no good. Rebound underneath, Jones can't finish. Kicked back out, Flournoy, Herschelroth, Epps knocks it back on to Cook though for 3. In and out, iron unkind to Drew Cook, and a foul in transition as Beatty was looking to get going the other way. 11-8 lead for South Allegheny, 26 seconds remaining here in quarter number 1. SA a perfect 7-0, EF 4-5. As foul went against Kennedy, that's his second. Already the team 5th, as we'll see Fulmer check in, next stoppage by. There's Justin Beatty, they will hold for 1. See if they can increase the advantage after 1. Justin Beatty, right wing, now 8 seconds. Beatty lets it fly, got it! Justin Beatty from outside, and SA increases as Cook at the buzzer way wide. And it's 14-8 in favor of the Gladiators after 1. All right, here on your home for Mon Valley Athletics, MVI Live, as Justin Beatty increases it before the break. And Pittsburgh's Roofing Company goes above and beyond to give customers the best experience possible. At Planet Roof, we pay close attention to the quality of our work in your home. Our roofers are committed professionals with years of experience who will go above and beyond for all of our clients' needs. Because at Planet Roof, we love what we do. For more information, contact us today at 724-243-3297 or visit our website, planetroof.com. Back here, quarter number 2, 14-8 the Gladiators. On top of the Warriors in the championship game of the South Allegheny Holiday Hoops Tournament here from South Allegheny High School. Justin Beatty knocking down the triple with 2 seconds left, taking it from an 11-8 game to a 14-8 game. Still not the scoring prowess you're used to seeing the Gladiators put up so far. 61.3 points per game for South Allegheny. That sits as the best in 4A Section 4. Before conference play has got underway. Second best scoring average is Avonworth at 60.8 points per game. That will be the Gladiators' opponent on Monday. As SA also has the best defense inside of Section 4. 42.4 points against. Suffocating defense showing off theirs. It's a steal and a score for Bryce Epps. Give him 10 here in the first half. Bryce Epps doing Bryce Epps type things here this evening, as it's been no problem for the senior. As Zach Jones high points it. Jones slows up. Epps has led the charge. We haven't seen Michael Mahalski even get on the board yet. And 16 points for South Allegheny, as Epps has been the catalyst. It's 4 for Jones, 4 for Herschelroth, none for Drew Cook. He'll look to change that, and he will. Drew Cook from outside. First 3 of the game for the EF as the freshman knocks down the tray. 16-11. 7:05 remaining in the opening half. As there's Beatty working inside. Justin Flournoy the steal. Now here comes Cook. Drew Cook, left wing. Cook driving, left block, floater up, no good. Deshaun Carter, another board. Here comes Bryce. Over the center court stripe, Bryce Epps, top of the key, left wing, kick out, there's Mahalski for 3, got it! Michael Mahalski answers back with 3 of his own. 19-11 lead for SA. Into the press they go. Cook floats it near side, Zach Jones. Jones puts it on the floor, active hands, but right back to Jones. Bounce pass, Herschelroth. Herschel Roth. Now it's Cook. Offense reset. As Cook pulls up and knocks it down. Drew Cook again. Second triple of the quarter for Cook. As they're trading threes here in the second. 6:07 remaining in the period. 19-14 lead. Bryce Epps' turn, and Epps rims it out. Rebound, Mahalski goes down and puts it up while falling down. Michael Mahalski turned a would-be travel into 2 points. As Jones steps on the boundary, and SA gets it back. 21-14 Gladiator lead, 5:50 remaining in the half. There's Justin Beatty. Beatty top of the key. Justin Beatty. Justin rolls right wing. Now kicks it off Mahalski. Back to Beatty. Justin out to Bryce from the corner. Got it. Epps again. 13 now for Bryce Epps. As Herschel Roth finds Cook. Cook for the answer. Off the side of the backboard. Off the deflection. And it's going to be Warrior basketball as Michael Vuick will check in. Replacing Zach Jones. Cook gets the orders from Coach Nolan Larry, the first-year head coach on the Warrior bench. Cook. Now it's Cy Herschel Roth. Herschel Roth tries to spin away. Hunter Fulmer wanted it. He did not get it. As Cook working up top. Drew Cook guarded tightly. That's Cam Epps. Now it's taken by Justin Flournoy, working on Bryce. Flournoy spinning, right hand window, back iron, no, right to Fulmer, one dribble up, won't fall. Out of bounds, last touched by Michael Vuick. 4:56 remaining here in the half. 24-14 lead for the Gladiators. As timeout called by Elizabeth Forward, down by 10. $13 for Epps, 5 for Michael Mahalski, a pair of triples for Justin Beatty and Cameron Epps. It's Drew Cook leading the charge, 6 points this quarter for Cook, 4 for Herschel Roth and Jones, all back in the first quarter for Elizabeth Ford. And again, you're coming into this season, you know, Matt Loftus stepping down as the head coach, moving on to South Park, where he is a teacher at to take over their girls program. We're going to see our good buddy Matt Loftus later on this season in the MVI Girls Shootout Classic, Martin Luther King Jr. Day weekend, so make sure you tune in for that one here on the network. But, you know, coming in with a first-year head coach, Nolan Larry, you knew things were going to be competitive, you knew things were going to be tough, and it was going to be kind of a different look EF program, but, you know, you thought all the tools were there to be an outstanding program. Well, you come into the start of the season, and all of a sudden, Zach Boyd, you thought you were going to have this year after missing all of last year, most likely missing all of this year. Well, you get into your scrimmage. There goes Charlie Melib, your returning leading scorer down. Makai Daniels has missed a ton of time. Now you have Charlie Niggett and Isaiah Turner out. You know, Chris Climbs hasn't been able to play. And when you add all these things up, that EF has been able to get to a 4-5 record and really compete as Bryce Epps unloads and knocks down another. 16 for Epps, 4 triples in the game. With all things considered, as Carter gets the steal, not a bad start to the season for the Warriors, just trying to find some sort of life. It's been all roses for South Allegheny. As into the front court comes Cook, getting the orders halfway through the second quarter. There's Hunter Fulmer up top. Fulmer to Michael Vuick, right wing. Vuick back out to Justin Flournoy. Flournoy guarded by Epps. Epps knocks it free. Right to Deshaun Carter, and Carter back to Bryce. Lucky no foul there is Justin Beatty driving. Beatty, kick out Cam from the corner. Off the mark, rebound by Fulmer. 6 points this quarter for EF, all belonging to Drew Cook. They only scored 4 in the first half. SA's almost doubled their total here halfway through the second. As Herschel Roth, left-handed shot up and inside. Herschel Roth gets the Warriors back on the board. 6 points for Herschel Roth, first player not named Cook to score this quarter. 27-16, the Warriors. Trying to come back, trailing SA, 15-footer. Beatty banks it, no good, off the side iron. Herschel Roth to Cook. As there's Cook driving, Drew pulls up, iron and out. Mahalski back to Beatty, 3 on the clock here in quarter number 2. Justin Beatty, Bryce Epps. Bryce back to Beatty, back to Bryce. Bryce wants it and iron and out. Empty trip that time for the Gladiators. Drew Cook a chance to put this back to a single-digit game. Drew Cook, top of the key. Cook driving, foul line. Cook, turnaround, jumper, got it! Showing off what Drew Cook can be, just the freshman. 8-point quarter for Drew Cook. We said he was going to have to step up with Charlie Niggett and Turner out. And still no Charlie Milab. Still the emotional leader on that Warrior bench. As there's Mahalski and a travel. Warriors get it back as Lewis and Rudberg back in. Carter out. Justin Beatty will take a break as well as Michael Vuick gets a break as Kennedy re-enters. Be pivotal for Kennedy not to pick up another foul. Epps has almost outscored the Warriors by himself. 16 for Bryce, 18 for EF. 2:13 remaining, championship game of the South Allegheny Holiday Tournament. As there's Drew Cook again. 10-point quarter for the freshman, lead down to 7. Bryce Epps into the front court. Epps, top of the key, surveys. Bryce Epps rolling right. Epps, right wing now, top of the key. Epps kicks it. There's Cam Epps, and Cam can't hit. Rebound by Cam. Cam to the window, no good. Fulmer the rebound. Toss off to Drew Cook with 1:38 remaining. It's Drew Cook slowing down the pace. Now picks it up into the front court. Over the SA logo, Drew Cook. Up top, guarded by Bryce. Wants the screen. He gets it. As pick and roll, Cook. Now Herschel Roth. Herschel Roth driving. Herschel Roth travels on his way in. No, foul on the floor. That's Shane Rudberg getting the personal, his first. Team 6th. Foul again on the floor is Cook. Finds Herschel Roth. Herschel Roth with 118. Cy Herschel Roth. Herschel Roth. 112. Coach Nolan Larry wants to look inside, see if they go that way. As a timeout called by EF, second of the half. 27-20, South Allegheny leading. 1:08 remaining in the first half, and it could be worse if it wasn't for Drew Cook. A 10-point quarter for the freshman Drew Cook has kept the Gladiators in check so far. Reminder that coming up at the half, Planet Roof halftime interview with Mr. 1500 himself, Bryce Epps. Get that one for you at the break again. Coach Nolan Larry saying how much his pivotal leaders have helped him in his transition into coaching, saying the leaders on his team has made it very easy process, picked up all of the offenses and defenses very quickly. Just would like to see, his full embodiment of players. Talking to him, said, maybe one day we'll get everybody on the floor. And we'll see just how good this this EF team can be as Drew Cook off the mark. Rebound by Kennedy, ripped away and knocked out. Last touch by Bryce Epps, but tenacious rebounding there by Bryce Epps. Herschel Roth the trigger, 1 on the clock. SA has outscored EF by 1 this quarter as Fulmer pocket picked. Bryce Epps, here he goes. Epps driving, Epps up, he's fouled. As Hunter Fulmer picks up his second and Bryce Epps picks up a trip to the line. 2 of Bryce Epps' 16 are from the charity stripe. Actually make that the third, on Hunter Fulmer. Must have missed one earlier. Oh, actually, no, they call that on Kennedy, not Fulmer. As Epps knocks that one down. Give Bryce 17, so that's my mistake there. Looked like Fulmer in transition was the one who did it as Bryce Epps goes 2 for 2. That's a big loss now. Christian Kennedy going to the bench. You know, you almost have as many players in street clothes for the Warriors as you do in jerseys as reserves on the Warrior bench. Down by 9, 40 seconds on the clock. Zach Jones controlling the offense. Jones now handoff. It's taken by Cy Herschelroth. Back up to Justin Flournoy. Flournoy. Now it's Cook with 25 on the clock. CFEF decides to hold for one. Down by 9. 18 seconds. Fulmer provides the screen. Cook does not use it. Now kicks it Flournoy. 12 seconds. Flournoy inside. Fulmer going to work. Window no good. Rebound off of Jones, off of Epps, and out. 5.4 seconds remaining. Will be a big bucket if EF can get it. Running out of time. Herschelroth up top. Jones. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Jones for 3 at the buzzer. Falls short. And at the break, it's 29-20 in favor of South Allegheny. 15 for the Gladiators. 12 that quarter for Elizabeth Forward. And it's a 9-point SA lead at the break. When we come back, Planet Roof halftime interview with Bryce Epps right here on MVI Live. It's the championship game of the South Allegheny Holiday Hoops Tournament right here on MVI Live.
The best local coverage of news, sports, and more. Make sure you subscribe to the Mon Valley Independent newspaper. Both print and e-edition subscriptions are available, and you can try the e-edition free for 30 days starting today. So make sure you log on to MonValleyIndependent.com for more information. Mon Valley Independent. What happens here matters here. Cyber Athletics is a community created by athletes for athletes. A team of collegiate and NBA legends that have experienced all aspects of how the ball bounces both on and off the court. Ultimately, Cyber Athletics is defending the health, wellness, and success of a human beyond the title of athlete. Because an athlete can never truly perform unless health and wellness is placed at a premium priority. For more information, visit cyberathletics.com. Highway Appliance, Furniture, and Mattress. The right brands, price, and advice since 1946. Highway Appliance, Furniture, and Mattress is the Mon Valley's choice for selection, service, and savings for over 75 years. Highway Appliance, Furniture, and Mattress. You're going to like us a lot. We guarantee it. Planet Roof, Pittsburgh's top roofing company, goes above and beyond to give customers the best experience possible. At Planet Roof, we pay close attention to the quality of our work in your home. Our roofers are committed professionals with years of experience who will go above and beyond for all of our clients' needs. Because at Planet Roof, we love what we do. For more information, contact us today at 724-243-3297 or visit our website, planetroof.com.
Back here at the half on MVI Live in the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Planet Roof halftime interview here with Bryce Epps of the South Allegheny Gladiators. First off, Bryce, appreciate you coming over and talking to me.
Thanks for having me.
So, Bryce, obviously, you know, you've already had some great accolades, 1,000-point scorer as a junior. You guys have been in the WPIAL championship game. You're in the semifinals last year. How has this ride through your first 3 years in high school been?
You know, it's been great. You know, I've had a lot of special teammates, and we had a lot of great teams. You know, we had a championship caliber team, I think, each year I was in high school. So, you know, I'm very grateful that I've been put in this position. And, you know, I don't take it for granted. You know, each day, you know, I'm thankful for my teammates and my coaches and the people that got me to where I am today. So,
you know, speaking of teammates, you've had the privilege of playing with not one but two of your brothers at different times. First Antonio back a couple years ago, now last year and this year you get to play with Cam. What is that like, being able to play with both of your brothers at different points?
You know, it's good because they each bring something different to the table. You know, Tony was more of a, you know, lead by example type of teammate, and you know, you have Cameron who's very young. He's only a sophomore, but he's very vocal. he pushes you in practice. He's very competitive. He loves to win. Tony's the same way, but it's not something a lot of people get to do. Because I couldn't tell you who else gets to play with two brothers throughout their 4 years of high school. So it's very special that I get to share the court with each of them for 2 years.
So obviously a tough kind of start for you guys to this year with the fact that you guys have to move up.
Yeah.
So you look at that. Now you're playing Avonworth. You played in the semifinals last year twice. You're in the same classification that has Belle Vernon, Elizabeth Forward, and Laurel Highlands. How do you take this challenge head on, saying, hey, we're still a great basketball team. We can compete with these teams?
You can't run from it. You got to accept the fact that you have to play these teams night in and night out. So I think when it comes time, we have to be prepared as best as we can. So in practice, we got to be locked in. We got to have the same approach to every single type of practice, every single type of game. We have to be focused, ready to take on that challenge and ready to compete and, do whatever it takes to win.
So for you, obviously, and your brother, you guys played during the summer with us in the MVI SBL, and you've played against now or with a lot of these guys you are going to see in the 4A level. The likes Quentin when he played a couple years ago. You have your teammate in the summer league, Drew Cook, who's on EF, Charlie Live. So how's it been able to play in that league? You've already kind of played some of this competition, help you coming into this slate where you're going to see 4A consistently across the board?
It helps me because, I get their first look at what they like to do and how they play their game. So, when it comes time in the season, I'm already ready. I've already played them, so I know what they like to do, what they don't like to do, how to do certain things against them, and, help my teammates do certain things as well against them.
So you've already done so much success. You have so many accolades already under your belt. But coming into your senior year, what else would you like to still accomplish? Obviously, I think the big one is glaring out there, but anything else besides probably a WPIO title?
I'm very close to breaking my school's points record. So I think I have a total of like 1,300, and the total is like 1,700. So I think in the first couple of games, I'm gonna get that record. I've been working for that record, and I think coming as a freshman, I didn't think it would be possible to get to where I'm at. But I'm here now, and I'm gonna get that record.
So obviously, I think confidence and the work ethic you put in has been a big instrumental piece to your success. How important do you kind of contribute those two factors to everything you've been able to do? Like the hard work and the just the overall confidence you have.
It comes from a lot of being in the gym. A lot of times, especially on the days you don't want to be in the gym, but I think those are where the champions are made at. And when the big time moments come, you're gonna look back at the times you was in those gym and you was by yourself, and then you're gonna be ready for the moment.
So obviously, we have what's going to be a very fun season to watch, and you are a fun group of individuals when you get to see you guys on the court. The likes of when you've played Steel Valley in the past and all of this. But as a group in whole, do you guys have anything that you like to do before a game personally or as a team that gets you ready to go out and compete?
Well, we are always around each other. Like, if we're not on the court, we're probably at someone's house, or we're in the gym just laughing, giggling, trying to have fun. I think that's who we are. Like, those three sitting over there, there's one of the best people you can be around. Always positive, always bring a good energy to practices, and I think those are the type of people that you want around you, the ones that are going to make you smile and push you to be better.
So obviously you've started to enter that recruiting process. Now in your senior year, you have schools reaching out to you. How has that been like for you?
It's been really good because I think, some people don't even get to experience it, right? And like I said, some people don't get to experience it. And, it takes a lot of patience because, you're waiting for something to come that, might not happen. So I think when it does come, you have to be extremely grateful. You have to look back at the work that you put in to get to where you are and, just be present and, enjoy it because you only get 4 years of high school.
So last question for you, Bryce. End every interview this way. National anthem, last thing you hear before you start a game. One, is it a pump-up song? Two, what goes through your head when you hear that? Because it's that last thing before you step on the court.
When they start singing, I kind of just close my eyes, envision how I want the game to go. I'm just trying to get my mind right, before, I take the court. I think with those couple minutes, I'm getting my mind right. I'm getting focused. I'm gonna do whatever it takes to get the job done.
All right, Bryce, appreciate this. Good luck this season. Can't wait to see what you and your team's able to do up in 4A.
Thank you.
When we come back, we'll have half number 2 of your game right here on MVI Live.
Planet Roof, Pittsburgh's top roofing company, goes above and beyond to give customers the best experience possible. At Planet Roof, we pay close attention to the quality of our work in your home. Our roofers are committed professionals with years of experience who will go above and beyond for all of our clients' needs. Because at Planet Roof, we love what we do. For more information, contact us today at 724-243-3297 or visit our website, planetroof.com.
Back here, half number 2 is here. It's a 29-20 South Allegheny Gladiator lead. 18 for Bryce Epps, 5 for Mahalski, 3 for Beatty and Cam Epps. While it's 10 for Drew Cook, the freshman, 6 for Cy Herschelroth, and 10 for Zach Jones, as it will be South Allegheny basketball getting us started here in the third. And South Allegheny's Bryce Epps, 21 points yesterday, surpassed the 1,500-point mark, 120 points away from the school record of 1,631 held by Michael Kirka, as he put on 18 tonight, so inching towards 100. As probably by the end of the game, Bryce Epps will be under 100 points away as Cam Epps. Second 3 of the game, 6 now for Cameron Epps. 32-20. SA starts the quarter hot as here comes Herschelroth. Herschelroth up top to Drew Cook. 7:30 remaining here in the third. As Cook, tough shot, no good, and Carter knocked down on the rebound attempt. Once the foul, none will come as Bryce transitioning. Epps to Beatty, Justin Beatty surveys, Beatty drives, baseline, kick out Rudberg off to Cam. Cameron Epps, foul line deflection over to Bryce. Bryce Epps, right cornerback, up top, right wing, Cam, now Rudberg, corner, Beatty driving. Beatty kicks it to Sean Carter. Off the window and in, as Deshaun Carter adds to the SA total with his first bucket of the game. 34-20, SA starting to run away. As big moment for EF and Cy. Herschelroth answers with 2 points. 8 points now for Cy Herschelroth. 34-22, 6:34 remaining. Rudberg from the corner, got it! And SA adding on. Shane Rudberg's first bucket of the game. It's a triple now. It's Fulmer. Fulmer. Pocket pick. Justin Beatty. EF having SA explode here to start. As 2 more for Epps. Gives him the 20 now. 100 points away from the record. As flip back up. There's Drew Cook. Cook working in down the lane. Cook fouled by Carter. His first, team first. 39-22 as Drew Cook to the line. First shot up by Cook, rattles off the iron and in. Give Drew 11 as Justin Flournoy will check back in. He replaces Fulmer. And Drew Cook, just a freshman, played for Veda Epps in the MVI SBL this summer. Teammates with Bryce and Cameron Epps, as that one misses. Is Veda, of course, the dad of Bryce and Cam, along with Antonio, now at playing some college football. Is Rudberg back out. That's Epps back to Rudberg. Shane Rudberg back to Cam, but taking away Jones. Zach Jones, right block, puts it up. He's fouled. As Cam Epps picks up his second. 39-23. It was a quick 10-0 run to start for South Allegheny. As Zach Jones to the line, 0 for 2 there tonight, 4 points for Jones. 0 for 3 now from the line is Jones. And tomorrow we'll have the Monessen Propel Braddock Hills game here on the network from the Monessen Holiday Tournament. As Zach Jones 0 for 4, empty trip, and Deshaun Carter just fends it out. And possession goes back to SA as Jones out, Buick in. Epps to Beatty, Justin Beatty into the front court. Beatty right side, Justin Beatty top of the key. Beatty kick out, Cam for 3. Iron and out, rebound Carter. Carter, Rudberg now up top to Beatty. Justin Beatty kicks it to Bryce for 3. Off the iron, no good. Cam around the horn, they go to Beatty. Bounce pass Rudberg. Shane Rudberg back to Justin. Foul line, Beatty stops up, surrounded, kick out Rudberg. Resets the offense, 5:10 remaining here in the third. There's Cam Epps. Epps to Rudberg, catch, release, iron and out. Rebound grabbed down by Cy Herschelroth. Now it's Epps, the steal blocked. Epps gets it back, and Cam Epps gets 2 more, 41 for the Gladiators. As SA, another steal, it's Beatty, he's fouled. As SA turning it up here in the second half. Foul goes against Cook, his second. That sends Justin Beatty to the line for the first time today. 3 points so far for Justin Beatty. Iron on Khan as it rims out. Beatty, an offer from PSU Greater Allegheny. SA, 3 straight section titles, 3 straight postseason appearances, and at worst 3 straight semifinal appearances as they sandwiched a WPIO championship loss to Elwood City 2 years ago. As empty trip for Justin Beatty. Last year was oh so close. Big lead blown against Avonworth. As there's Cy Herschelroth. Herschelroth out to Christian Kennedy. Kennedy pulls the trigger, iron and out. Buick deflects the rebound. Michael Buick back off to Drew Cook. Cook driving. Cook stripped away. It's Beatty. There goes Beatty off the window and in. 2 more for Justin Beatty. And timeout called by the Warriors. Lead to 20 for South Allegheny. A 14-3 run to start the second half for South Allegheny. 3 for Rudberg, 2 for Beatty, 2 for Epps, and 5 for Cameron Epps, while Deshaun Carter's added in a pair. It's 3 for the Warriors, 1 by Cook and 2 by Herschelroth, as Elizabeth Ford has missed 5 free throws so far in this game as well. As again, those are always costly points left at the charity stripe. Section play starts on Monday for South Allegheny. They'll take on Avonworth, as it will be at Laurel Highlands on the third for EF, as they have a date with Rodney Gallagher, Keandre DeShields, and the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. And it's been a smooth transition to 4A basketball for South Allegheny. They beat 5A McKeesport this year, working on 4A EF now, as that one no good. Rebound ripped down by Justin Beatty. Also a victory over Washington. They beat Bell Vernon. That one not necessarily indicative of anything, as Bell Vernon had Zion Moore and not much more. Football players weren't around yet. As Cam the steal, but the foul. Cam cannot believe it. That's his third. Coach DiCenzo telling him to calm down. Doesn't want Cam to pick up the technical. Warrior basketball, 3:50 remaining here in the third. As after that foul, Epps taking a seat on the bench. There's Flournoy off to Drew Cook. Cook working his way forward. The freshman Cook into the front court. Drew Cook spinning. Right wing, kick out Flournoy. Back up top, Herschel Roth. Herschel Roth, handoff Cook as Epps switches to him. Back to Cy, Herschel Roth from Cook. There goes Cy down the lane, and he's fouled by Camden Lewis. As Zach Jones will check back in after the first shot by Cy Herschelroth. 8 points, 2 for 2 from the line is Cy Herschelroth. That one no good, as here comes Josh Jakowski, the 6'3 sophomore, replacing Lewis. As Buick and Kennedy out, Fulmer and Flournoy back in. Herschelroth trying to right the ship. He will, off the iron and in. Now 9 points for Cy Herschelroth. 43-24, SA leading. Won both meetings last year, did the Gladiators over the Warriors from Elizabeth forward. Up top, Shane Rudberg. 3:14 remaining here in the third. As there's Justin Beatty. Beatty up top, Justin Beatty. Now it's Epps. Epps to Rudberg. Rudberg back to Epps. Bryce back to Rudberg. Rudberg to Bryce, driving Epps. Kick out to Beatty. Justin catch, release, iron and out. Rebound grab down by Cy Herschelroth in transition. It's Drew Cook into the front court. Epps guarding tightly, screened by Flournoy. Now Cook double team. Flournoy foul line. Flournoy surrounded. Flournoy finds Fulmer. Backing down Jakowski. He's blocked. As now it's kick out. Cook for three, off the mark. Rebound by Jones, and Jones fouled by Epps. You know, and I love it from the bench. You know, Charlie Melib not out there, but you can see him still trying to coach up some of the younger guys, including the 6'3 Hunter Fulmer, just the sophomores, telling him got to go up strong. As inbound three missed by Cook, knocked out by Flournoy. 43-24, 2:27 remaining here in the third. There's Justin Beatty. Justin Beatty up top, Beatty to Bryce. Bryce back to Beatty. Justin Beatty. Top of the key, Beatty inside. Mahalski kick out. Jakowski for three. No good. Rebound, Rudberg saves it. Right though to Zach Jones. Jones bounce past Drew Cook in transition. Cook driving left block. Cook puts it up, right hand, iron and out. Rebound, Michael Mahalski. Now taking over, Beatty to Bryce, driving, Epps off the window and in. 22 for Bryce Epps. 98 is no longer triple digits away. As driving in there, right hand, Cook, iron and out. Rebound again, Michael Mahalski. Skips it up ahead, it's Epps, and it's Epps for two. 24. Bryce Epps making it look easy. Last time we saw Bryce, he put up 30 plus. 24 points tonight for Epps. It's a walk-in basket once again. Cy Herschelroth. Pick and roll to perfection, and Zach Jones, the beneficiary. 6 points for Jones. Timeout, Warriors. That's their penultimate timeout of the contest for Elizabeth forward. 47-26. South Allegheny leading here in the SA Holiday Tournament. As South Allegheny looking to claim the crown once again. Looking to go a perfect 8-0 in a real test with Avonworth, then Montour before getting into the Titans from West Mifflin. And then it's KO and Quaker Valley. You know, the pace Bryce Epps is going, it might be the West Mifflin game on the 10th where you see that school record being broken. Sadly, we will not be here for that if he does it on the 10th. We will be out in Uniontown, of course. A big game that night between the Leopards and the Mustangs. Should be an interesting game next week as well on Thursday when Bell Vernon will be taking on Uniontown. Under a minute to play here in the quarter, 47-26. Just a 6-point quarter for Elizabeth Ford. Epps to Mahalski. And Michael Mahalski back on the board. Too easy for the Gladiators. 49-26 as there's Vuick left wing. Michael Vuick, foul line, kicks it along as Kennedy sends it out to Jones. Jones across to Vuick, off the window and in. Michael Vuick for two. As EF gets to 26, 49-26, 20 seconds on the clock. Most likely Bryce Epps will hold for the final shot. Rudberg up top, he gets the ball from Epps. 8 seconds, they run it. As there's Epps to Beatty, 5 seconds down to 4. Bryce with 3. Bryce 4-3. Iron and out. As way outside, Bryce could not finish, and after 3, it's SA 49, EF 26 right here on MVI Live. We'll come back with the conclusion of this one for you right here on your home for Mon Valley Athletics, as after 3, it's all Gladiators.
The best local coverage of news, sports, and more. Make sure you subscribe to the Mon Valley Independent newspaper. Both print and e-edition subscriptions are available, and you can try the e-edition free for 30 days starting today. So make sure you log on to MonValleyIndependent.com for more information. Mon Valley Independent, what happens here matters here.
Back here, 3 chapters told, 1 left to be told. Here from the final game, the championship game of the South Allegheny Holiday Tournament. 20-8, your third quarter scoring, as continuing to grow each quarter on end. 14-8 SA after the first. 15-12 you're scoring in the second, making it 29-20 at the half. 20-8 in the third, making it 49-28. As it will be Warrior basketball to start. Drew Cook has done his best. He has 11. It's 9 for Cy Herschelroth. As Cook to Vuick. Vuick right side. Michael Vuick up top. Zach Jones off the mark. Rebound grab down. That's by Michael Mahalski. Now it's Justin Beatty. Beatty flips it to Bryce. Bryce Epps has Deshaun Carter in the middle. Goes to Beatty, off to Mahalski, back to Beatty. Beatty has Bryce. Now Bryce kicks it to Cam. Cameron Epps driving over Mahalski. Off the glass and in from the right block. 9 points for Michael Mahalski, 51 for the Gladiators. 7:15 remaining here in quarter number 4. As Drew Cook dribbling in a phone booth, working his way in. Cook turnaround jumper, no good. Jones, Cook, catch and release 3. Iron and out as Cook's gone cold this half. Bryce Epps in transition. Beatty, middle of the lane, back to Cam. Cam, kick out. Mahalski driving, right block, blocked. Gets it back. Now Cam's turn. Cameron looks for Bryce, off the legs of Jones and out with 6:47 remaining in the fourth. 51-28. SA rolling, they have the basketball. Flipped up top, that's Michael Mahalski, Bryce Epps. Epps, and recently just picked up an offer from LaRoche. There is Mahalski, up to Cam. Cam straight up in the air. Jones the steal, now Cook in transition. Cook to Vuick. And Buick off the window and in. Great feed by Drew Cook. Second bucket of the half for Michael Buick. 51-28, make it 51-30. As there goes Justin Beatty with the reverse. 7 for Beatty. As here's Cook. Cook. And a foul is Cook working in the front court by Justin Beatty. That's Justin's second. As Cook driving in, right hand floater, no good. As ripped away by Christian Kennedy. Kennedy up top to Cook. Now Buick in the corner for three. Overshoots right into the hands of Bryce Epps. All too easy on the rebound. 23-point lead as Epps bounces off outside. Beatty, Justin driving. Justin the floater, no good. Rebound by Fulmer. You want to see the Warriors, if you're Elizabeth Ford and Coach Nolan Larry, find a way to at least put some sort of pressure on here as Drew Cook gets to the window and gets fouled. As the freshman a chance to shoot two, thanks to Bryce Epps, his second. That's the 7th foul on the Gladiators. Drew Cook, 1 for 2 from the line. That one rattles home, now 12 points for the freshman. 53-30. Cook, iron and out, rebound by Epps, 5:14 remaining here. 53-31, SA leading. Now it's taken by Justin Beatty up top, directing traffic. Justin Beatty rolls right. Beatty gets the screen, peeling Beatty, kick out Cam from the corner. Iron and out. Rebound ripped down by Kennedy. Kennedy to Jones. Jones back to Kennedy. No good. Buick the putback for two. A 6-point half for Michael Buick off the bench. Lead back down to 24-42 remaining here in the fourth. 53-33, Bryce Epps. Now it's Mahalski driving. Mahalski fouled, going up for two. 9 points for Mahalski, and he'll get a chance from the line. As the guilty party, Kennedy, that's his fourth. We'll see if he comes out here. As Mahalski into double digits with 10. 54-33. Fulmer and Kennedy out. Again, that was Herschel Roth and Flournoy coming back in as Michael Mahalski goes 2 for 2. Give him 11. As the 6'3 junior forward makes it a 22-point advantage for SA, 4:24 remaining. There's Drew Cook, near sideline, fouled. As Deshaun Carter gets the personal. Coach DiCenzo not too happy, saying that's not a foul, saying Cook's off balance. As Cook shooting 1-1, will get another. He has 13 points. And saying I can't call the out of bounds if he's knocked out. You know, I think Coach DiCenzo right here on the near side has kind of a bit of a gripe, as it looked like Cook was off balance going into the much bigger Deshaun Carter. As 2 for 2 goes Cook, he's up to 14. And you know, when you are 6'3 Division I defensive end in Deshaun Carter versus the 5'8 freshman Drew Cook, it's not going to take much to knock you into the wall or under the out of bounds, as Carter blocked. Herschel Roth. As there's Buick. Buick back to Cook for three, off the mark and out of bounds. South Allegheny gets it back up by 20 with 3:46 remaining. You know, the official, though, on the near side doesn't seem all too pleased with this SA bench, as Bryce Epps. Give him 3 more. It's almost automatic. 27 points for Bryce Epps, on the precipice of another 30-point game. Herschel Roth, left hand dime, no good. Second effort, and the sophomore into double digits with 11. Herschel Roth joining Drew Cook with that feat. 58-37. And no section games yet for EF. You know, this is just, you know, for helping yourself along the way, getting better. As Epps kicks it to Beatty. So some valuable minutes for guys like Herschel Roth, guys like Drew Cook and Kennedy, some younger guys as Deshaun Carter off the window and in. Actually make that Mahalski on that last bucket. 13 for Michael Mahalski, and a foul at the other end with 2:22 remaining. 60-36 your score. As Justin Flournoy knocked down the first one, giving him his first point of the game. As Mahalski, Bryce Epps, and Deshaun Carter to the bench. And Justin Flournoy goes 2 for 2, 60-39. Trying to get back within 20 with 2:18 remaining. Cam Epps swings it. There's Rudberg inside. Camden Lewis off the window and in. Off the bench and onto the board comes Camden Lewis. First bucket of the game for Lewis. Drew Cook, 14-point performance. Cook to Jones. Jones top of the key is driving there. Zach Jones underneath, and Justin Flournoy again. Give Flournoy 4. Make it 62-41. As up top, there's Epps again. Back iron and out. Rebound grab down here by Elizabeth forward. And a timeout just for some substitutions, as both teams bringing in more reserves. As we'll get all those to you here. For all guys we normally don't see coming into the game. As inbound on the near side, as there's Flournoy. Got the feed in. That was by Mano, as near side Justin Flournoy driving. Flournoy off the window and in again. Justin Flournoy has 6. 62-43 is into the front court. That is Josh Jakowski. As Jakowski swings it near side, gets it right back from James Anderson. Jakowski, now it's Ellis. Ellis back to Jakowski. Now near side driving, that's Hayden Sean. As up off the window and in goes Josh Jakowski. His first bucket of the game makes it 64-43. As a steal, as the freshman back the other way in transition, off the window and in. And the SA bench loving it. Aiden Shane, the 5'10 freshman forward, onto the board. As near side controlled by the Warriors. As inside, that one deflected. As letting it fly for the Warriors from the near side. As that one up off the mark is trying to find Pater. It was James Anderson. As it's into Flournoy. Into the front court, and that will do it. SA, another holiday tournament victory, paced by none other than Bryce Epps. 66-43, your final score, as South Allegheny claims the South Allegheny Holiday Tournament. As we will run down some final numbers for you: 6 for Flournoy and Buick, 11 for Cy Herschelroth, and 14 for the freshman Drew Cook. On the other side of things, 13 for Michael Mahalski, 8 for Cameron Epps, 7 for Justin Beatty. And stealing the show once again is Bryce Epps, 27 points, now 93 points away from the all-time scoring record in SA history, as he picks up another 27 and another MVI Live Player of the Game to Bryce Epps, as section play on deck for both of these teams, as it will be LH on Monday for EF, and it will be Avonworth here at home for the Gladiators. SA a perfect 8-0, EF to 4-6. We'll see you tomorrow. More action will be Propel Braddock's Hills and the Monessen Greyhounds from the Monessen tournament. But until then, I'm Alex Lyons saying have a great rest of your Tuesday, everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow. SA 66, EF 43 as SA takes the South Allegheny Holiday Tournament right here on MVI Live.